President Yoweri Museveni, in our first story, has emphasized that for development to thrive in the country, politics of identity and tribalism shouldn't be given room, since such acts bears unity and cohesion. Museveni, who has this Monday taken his wealth creation campaign to Teso sub-region, has toured the districts of Serere, Kapelebyong and Katakwi, where he has interacted with key model farmers. We have details to this.
Omukulembeze w'eggwanga Yoweri Museveni atandise olugendo lwe olw'ennaku essatu mu kitundu ky'e Teso okulambula engeri abantu gye There is anxiety all over Teso sub-region as President Museveni takes the wealth creation crusade to the area.
Highly expecting the President to visit them and very excited. In some districts, the President had taken a bit of time to reach. In some districts, since they were created, Museveni has not reached there, like Kapelebyong. Of course, other districts Museveni has been visiting. But there's generally a serious excitement in Teso.
On Monday, 18th November 2024, His Excellency Yoweri Museveni will kick off the sub-region tour.
His Excellency the President is coming to the region to do on-the-spot assessment of the progress of PDM and to share with the leaders and the citizens about wealth creation.
This tour will last for 3 days before switching to other regions.
So I am privileged that the first place is going to step in Serere tomorrow, and is coming to see one of the farmers, a young man who has struggled to have his dairy cows, the poultry, and the making of soap.
With the President starting from the districts of Serere, Kapelebyong and Katakwi, a section of local leaders and members of cabinet have teamed up to finalize his reception.
What brings me and my colleague, the minister and others, is we are part of the advanced team like John the Baptist, who have to come to prepare the way for our leader. But while preparing the way for our leader, we have come to look at the infrastructure that he pledged to the people of this region that he has been working with my minister to deliver.
This will serve as an example to others. When one farmer has been profiled, the rest go and benchmark. And nowadays, if you are a man who does not have a cow in your home, you have no goat, you have no poultry or chicken, then you are not a man enough.
Besides visiting and interacting with PDM successful beneficiaries, the President will also oversee the commissioning of various projects in the Teso sub-region.
As the resident city commissioner, I'm prepared to receive him in the industrial hub, where I'm the regional board chairperson. We are now having the third intake ongoing. We have already graduated the first and second intake, and so it's going to meet the first and second and third intakes in the hub. Is going to commission the hub.
However, some local leaders are optimistic that the President will pay attention to matters of cattle compensation, fruit growing, among others.
Teso as a region, we don't have a crop that we can sell. We have a lot of cassava, and every home has got cassava. Every home, but why is cassava low? So these are things that I see the President has started talking about, how to bring, how to bring a factory for cassava in Teso. I want to encourage everyone to rally behind the President. We need as a region to have what we can pride in. And when you go to Busoga, they have two issues. They have fish and they have sugarcane. Now we have realized we cannot as Teso do with the issues of oranges. Oranges cannot make us rich. That's what we are discussing.
Museveni's free-day visit to Teso will end on Wednesday, 20th November 2024, before switching to Karamoja on Thursday, 21st. Robert Onyango, UBC News.
President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has met with the Chief Executive Officer of Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, Dr. Shania Nishtar, together with her team from Gavi Secretariat in Geneva at State House, Nakasero. The meeting brought together other stakeholders from the Government of Uganda, UNICEF and World Health Organization to outline key issues affecting immunization of children and formulate a strategy that will have impact on the future health of the people in the region. As a champion of immunization, Dr. Nishtar is here to join the country in celebrating 50 years of the expanded program on immunization and to reinvent the wheel for access to immunization.
Novel health interventions which are very unique. Today I look forward to visiting an activity centered around the Integrated Child Health Day, which is unique by every standards. In the region, on the continent, your interventions in digital health are trailblazing for other countries. And as far as immunization is concerned, Your Excellency, you should be very proud that you are protecting your children with the highest number of vaccines and antigens. And I want to repeat this for emphasis because this is something to be proud of. Your country has 13 antigens, which are the highest in Africa. And now is concerned, Your Excellency, you should be very proud that you are protecting your children with the highest number of vaccines and antigens. And I want to repeat this for emphasis because this is something to be proud of. Your country has 13 antigens, which are the highest in Africa. And now you will be the first country to launch the largest malaria program in the world. The largest malaria program in the world. So I think for all these reasons, you should be very proud of what you have been able to establish. And I say this with humility and with sincerity and in honesty.
Thank you for coming. And I want to thank Gavi and the donors who supported a lot for supporting our health. Of course, we would have to do it if we did not get international support. We would have to do it ourselves, but that would mean we would divert resources from the roads and other sectors to this one here. So by supporting us, you really liberate our own resources to do other things. So I thank you so much. Now, immunization has succeeded because it was easy for us, with the freedom fighters, to insist on it because it is easy. You do it. Much of it is one time for a lifetime, so it is easy. But there are other, and that's how the average life expectancy, the one you are talking about, has come up. Now, the malaria, I'm glad now we are coming in with a vaccine. But since we came into the system from the bush, because we are bush people, since we came into the system, we've been telling them about larvicides, killing the larvae of the mosquito.
President Yoweri Museveni addressing a meeting with the Gavi Chief Executive Officer. Now, we'll take you back to our first story where President Yoweri Museveni has emphasized that for development to thrive in the country, politics of identity and tribalism shouldn't be given room, since such acts bear unity and cohesion. Museveni, who was this Monday taken his wealth creation campaign to Teso sub-region, toured districts of Serere, Kapelabyong and Katakwi.
President Yoweri Museveni has started a 3-day wealth creation visit to Teso sub-region with a call on residents to strengthen their households on utilizing resources. The president kicked off the visit from Serere district, where he visited Ijala Joseph, a model farmer. Ijala is practicing intensive agriculture on his 2.5 acre piece of land.
Karu, adumuning a billion, edope, I need to carry on a billion. Your Excellency, I was telling them that I've ever seen a billion.
He notes that all this has been possible due to the favorable conditions.
And I need all of us citizens to appreciate that at least we have peace and a conducive environment to exercise our talents. So, Your Excellency, I'm really, really very grateful and very, very proud that I was able to go to that rally. Looking back now, I don't regret losing that job. I completely don't regret. Your Excellency, I also want to thank you very much for the wisdom. There are many wise people in this country, but you have wisdom, but also you are able to share that wisdom.
He currently employs and trains community members.
Your Excellency, for your information, maybe, I am employing 38 people. And these are youth that I picked from here and some of them I took to Yuri for training on value addition, some of them training on how to make soap, and all the 4 sectors that I have, we employ 38 people. And Your Excellency, just like I told you when we were taking our round there are farmers that have trained here on how to keep cattle.
Accompanied by the Speaker of Parliament, Anita Among, Ministers Helen Adoa, Peter Ogwang, and NRM Vice Chairperson for Eastern Uganda, Dr. Micheal, Museveni appreciated such Ugandans.
Most importantly, why we want to thank you is the peace you brought to Teso. The peace that we are enjoying in Teso. And as he said, the conducive environment that you're giving us. And the encouragement, the mindset change that you're giving onto our people. Even if you are educated, how? I am happy that Joseph can be able to pay salary for about to...
This model farm of Ijala is really one that speaks volumes. Why? Ijala has cows that give him nearly 100 liters of milk, just 4 or 5 of them.
In tribalism, politics of identity, you are talking of army. How do you build the army if you are preaching tribalism? How can you have a tribal army? How can you have a sectarian? Because the politics of that time was Protestants UPC, Catholics DP, Baganda Kawaka Yeka. How would you build institutions like that? How would you build the army? How would you build even the political parties? How can you win elections in Uganda with one tribe or one religion? So the NRM was very, very clear, and we took time.
According to the president, primitive acts such as that of land fragmentation remains a major hindrance to the wealth creation campaign.
The time we came into leadership, a lot of damage had been done. For instance, land fragmentation. Uganda had a lot of land, but because of not clear, When the parents die, the family land is fragmented. Family land is fragmented. Every generation, the land is becoming smaller. So you ask yourself, if you do not solve this problem of land fragmentation, how will the future generations be?
From Sere, the president proceeded to Kapelebyung district for a similar assignment. The first day presidential tour was concluded from Katako district, where President Museveni visited the farm belonging to the Vice President of Uganda, retired Major Jessica Alupo. On 19th November 2024, the president will head to the district of Komi and Soroti City for the similar tour.
UBC News Tonight. Now, wealth creation is the task to be embraced among farmers in Uganda. The 4-acre model has also helped farmers from Teso, a farmer from Teso, Joseph Ijala, to produce eggs, milk, soap in Serere district. Ahead of President Yoweri Museveni's visit to the farm on Monday, Speaker of Parliament Anita Mong and other leaders described this as the way to go.
On just 2.5 acres of land, middle-aged Joseph Ijala has made wonders to attract the attention of aspiring and already established commercial farmers. Speaker of Parliament Anita Among Anet, who belongs to the latter, is impressed beyond measure.
If somebody is getting 500 million per year, it's a very, very lucrative business, and it also helps in training the locals here. And I want to thank the president for encouraging the youth like this young son of mine into going into this kind of business.
Her being present here went beyond receiving the president to learning a thing or two about commercial farming. Lessons that she expressed the need for her workers and students to grasp.
I liked where he plays music to activate milk from a cow. And then where after milking, the cows go and rest. For him, he's doing zero grazing. Much as for us, we are not on zero grazing, but we can have a zero grazing where we can also do exactly what he does. And then value addition, producing yogurt. I produce yogurt myself, but it's basically for home consumption, but producing yogurt for the market.
This farm did not only perplex the speaker. Leaders in her company were equally mesmerized.
I came here to visit him at almost the beginning. I was so impressed. The second time I came here, his daughter took me around when the girl was in a P7 vacation. I was very impressed, and the level he has reached now has a lot to take home.
Rome was not built in one day. I really urge the young people to come and see model farms like this. This is now a model farm that in Teso, many of the people can come and learn from. So in conclusion, I want to say, I thank His Excellency the President for taking this initiative and the long-range vision he has for the country.
It is all a culmination of an idea that came to fruition after a wealth creation persuasion from the President in 2011. Ijala, who embraced the message, has since never looked back.
What he was teaching me changed my concept, my thinking. That's the time I got the mind shift of how to do the farming. So I had the local chicken. I started with local chicken, which grew into layers, and now I have this.
Ghanaians, please, as the president is preaching the gospel of wealth creation, of household income, this is a typical example of such people who have copied and listened to the gospel of the president.
Let us get into farming. Let us adopt this 4-acre model thing. We can do, even if we can do it as a team, as groups of 10 or 20, to help us to sustain and come out of poverty.
The experience here is an idea farmers need to emulate.
The farmers today are the richest Anybody in the village with the cows can take children to school than anyone who goes to the office and waits for salary.
Agriculture is not for poor people. We need to have a mindset change. Mindset change to make people understand that once you devote yourself into agriculture, you will be able to achieve what you want.
I'm Nafka Farida and Henry Okrut.
Leaders there emphasizing why all Ugandans should embrace agriculture. We thank you so much for watching. Let's take a short break. Please keep it with us.
There is only one rule you must follow in order to be a winner. Number 1, defeat the undefeatable. You, step forward. I want you to box the air until it falls down. I'm not seeing it falling in. You see it falling in. Box, harder. Winning is hard, but with MTN Momo, it's easy. Simply pay or shop with Momo for a chance to win mobile money every day. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
I don't make you happy. All that time you would be complaining. I'll call you every day, yeah yo, baby dondolo.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000 or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100*21# and select daily or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Amazina ganje ninyetwe kwa Seruhanga John Bosco ninduga mu district ya Rukungiri ndio muhanguzi wa miliyoni 18 na Uganda National Rotary nzahangwire urwo mu kuzana *278# ngafuna message eriko mu muhanguzi nashemererwa konka nabaza kugira ngo neri y'abafere sente ziriyo zona bakaziteka nko nazihangwira.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
The Homes and Construction Expo is back. Are you looking for answers to your property and real estate development questions? Come and interact with experts in the industry including architects, engineers, developers, interior designers, financiers and more from 30th November to 1st December 2024. The expo will be at the Millennium Park opposite Philip Omondi Stadium under the theme Affordable Housing, Innovations and Technology. There will be captivating exhibitions and insightful discussions daily. Entrance is only 10,000 shillings per day. To book a stall, contact 0772 354 940. The Homes and Construction Expo is brought to you by New Vision.
Now we'll go straight to the sports world. Lugazi Hills Golf Course will this weekend host a centenary golf tournament. The tournament is expected to have over 100 golfers, both professional and amateur.
Golf tournament will provide an opportunity for the golfing fraternity to experience the conditions of the Lugazi course before the Ugandan Open next year. This event will be played in the standard format of knockouts for the professional and rifle for the amateurs.
The current Uganda national champion, Reagan Akina, is a youngest champion for the country. He started, if I remember correctly, almost 6-7 years back as a very young kid and very dedicated, and he became the champion last year. This current year, sorry. The previous champion, Godfrey Subuga, is also from Lugazi. And Lugazi has a history of bringing out a lot of champions and great players in golf.
The 3-day event will have both the local and regional golfers. The tournament will also be a celebration of 100 years of Lugazi Sugar and the grand opening of the new greens and fairways of the course, which will be held in partnership with City Tires.
We have planned cash prizes for the amateurs. The men would be splitting around 8 million and the ladies would be splitting around 4 million. So they have suggested and we have agreed that there will be 2 raffles, lucky draw, among all the golfers who are participating.
Which will be one in a raffle draw. So at least if you don't win the tournament and you're a player, you could take yourself home a 7-gear mountain bike.
The Lugazi Sugar Centenary Golf Tournament will run from the 21st to the 23rd November 2024, with professionals playing between November 21st and 22nd and gross amateurs between November 21st and 23rd. Mashamiro Victor and Grace Joyce Kemigisha for UBC News.
Thank you so much for watching. That's where Newsroom closes, and we'll now take you to our program that will come in next, where we are hosting one of the ministers in the cabinet, and Sonko, my colleague, is ready there. For Newsroom, bye-bye. We hand over to them.
All that matters from the current affairs within the country and out of it. But that said, good evening and thank you very much for being part of your national broadcaster. This is the front bench where we engage leaders and address concerns. My name is Joram Paul Sonko and good to have you this very evening. Monday the 18th of November and we are here. Now tell you what, the most interesting bit of things is that with this show we tend to take you back in time. History. In 1986, when the NRM government came into power, it introduced the decentralized system of governance. Now, with this particular system, the authority is also given to the local governments, from the central government to the local governments, to ensure that certain roles and duties are taken over and brought closer to the people. Now, in 1987, it was institutionalized by the NRM government. And then fast forward 1992, that is about 5 years since 1987, the NRM government, under the leadership of President Yoweri Museveni, then launched the decentralized policy. Now, this was then in 1993, financial decentralization was pushed to 13 districts. Now, I'm just giving you a little bit of how far we've come. In 1995, the Constitution, we all saw this, and then it was enshrined in the 1995 Constitution, and in 1997, we saw the Local Governments Act. Now, despite the fact that Uganda's decentralized policy has been one of those that has been highly praised